Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. On the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. This is the first time to the Jamaica Young Police channel and you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, please consider subscribing. Like the video. And once you like the video, a pop-up is going to show that it says hype the video. Hype the video. By hyping the video, you're making the video reach others on the YouTube platform. And those of you who have been here with at the Jamaica Young Police channel for years, and you're subscribed and you're not receiving a notification, please unsubscribe and subscribe again. Remember to share the video, because you know that the channel has been under attack by the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization and their surrogates at YouTube. You have seen it for yourself, where they have even distorted my voice, trying to turn me into American, and I'm not. When I say American, I'm talking, speaking like an American. I'm not an American. I'm a Jamaican by birth, and I'm proud of my Jamaican accent, not changing it for anything in the world. Funny enough, yesterday a friend, a brethren who I've known for decades, almost 40 years. This is a man who won Sir P from Politics Watch. Them grew up together. I just use him alias. Bibi. Bibi called me yesterday and told me that somebody said that they had seen Bobby at in New York, and I told him that Bobby would not be that Bobby is not in New York. I told him that Bobby was in the hospital, and I told him that Bobby's wife is no longer living in New York as she passed away, but his children are else, other parts in the country. That was yesterday. And then today, unfortunately, Bobby just passed away. Then before that, last week, exactly 1 week ago, a man had called me. He's the last surviving member of a gang from Kingston 13, giving me sharing his testimony, thanking me for saving his life. All of his friends were gangsters, all of them dead. And he's telling me, said that he has been listening to the program for years. All he is telling his wife and children that are the man who saved my life. The reason why I'm going to let you hear, but to be frank, I am not the one who was really responsible for saving his life. It was Bobby. But Bobby knew him before I knew him. Bobby knew him personally because he was living with the same shooters earlier, Bobby. But knowing all the informal culture in Kingston metropolitan area back then, as a police officer, you don't want to be seen talking up with people. You understand what I'm saying? Even your informant, because people you kill them. That's how it is. So you have to work in a overt manner. You understand? You understand? You have to work overtly and covertly as a detective. So that's what Bobby did. And, and it was funny enough that he was, he mentioned even Bobby's children name that he grew up with and stuff like that. So I told him that, I am not the one who was responsible. I was the one that was, told to talk with you because I was, I am able to resonate with him because I am from the ghetto. So Bobby had asked me to talk, but Bobby did not want to talk to him publicly. You understand? So I had spoken to him and he has changed his life. You're going to hear that. Now Bobby is gone. Bobby Red's the legendary unspeak cop is gone. And one thing I can say that I am proud that I work with this man. And I can call him not only a partner but a brother. Those who know us back then in the 1990s, everything that we were, to some police we were like twins. One would not get in trouble without the other. You understand? Yes, we were, and in some way we were legendary cops at Unsby. Yeah. So those who remember us back then, also legendary in every way you can think. We did. We work every day, night. It's like people don't want to sometimes forget. We'd sleep, if we had take a break or anything like that. Sometimes even one time they expect us to be home. We were in the division still working. Even at night and time gunmen expect that police gonna take a break on off the street. We were on the road with with the police bike and we still at the work. I have some good memories of this man. We have been through a lot. He had saved my life. I had saved his life. I can tell you that he lived a very full life. It was a joy working with him. I know all of his children, except the last one. All of them. All of his children they're doing exceptionally well. None of them follow his footsteps in being a cop. But I can tell you that he was a brother to me. You understand? The entire time we worked together, we have never faced any form of criminal charges or anything like that because we do everything by the book. Unfortunately, after I had, left the force, he was, they arrested and charged him for 3 counts of murder, three separate times. And I have never seen anything like that. And not one of the charges that he was charged, there was any witness. 3 murder cases, no witnesses. I've never seen anything like that. And the reason is that they said that he was killing too many PNP gunmen. Then I heard that I was being protected by a certain politician because of my family background with linked to the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, because I was I'm from a PNP family, and the politician really loved me. So during that time, it doesn't matter what happened. I have never been taken off frontline duty, even when it just came out. I had experienced so many things where both of us them black road and placard and all kind of things, but we always do things by the book. So ladies and gentlemen, today is one of the hardest videos I have ever had to make. Yeah, this is the hardest video I ever make. I've been receiving so many calls because people knew that we were very close. If you know Porter, you have to know Barbaridge, because both of them were like peas in a pod. We have some history, I'm telling you, galore. Some good, some bad. But we were like brothers. Of all the policemen in our Jamaica Constabulary Force, I was the only person, only cop, that could take Bobby gun from him. If you understand what I'm saying. No other could not do it. You understand? That's the level amount of respect and love that he had for me. I remember at one point in time, when we were working, I know Bobby came to have a 9mm pistol. Although Bobby was working all along, and he had a .38 revolver, looked like a Magnum, big. You understand? And he was still working because he had a M60. We have M16 and 9mm pistol. But when both of us, at first it was Bobby Reds and I on the bicycle, and we were involved in a shootout and recover a gun, and the rest is history. And then I request from the crime chief, say, look here, I want the man if you have a matic, and they were saying that it must be dangerous to have a matic and all of that. I say, look here, The same time we say what happened today and them thing there. If I didn't have if I never have another magazine and them thing there, and because him going to done, I say I don't want to experience that again. I say if him not get no take, me done with it. Me nah in a road thing. And when I say that, you know, the crime chief wasn't the one that was against it. It was the people then below. And we get up out of the room and thing, and about 5 minutes after that, Bobby get him matic. Bobby have him name long time, you know. But then the same dangerous say have a matic. And I defended him. And may I tell you, when Bobby get him matic and them thing there, may I tell you, it was like him get a new car, because may I tell you, say a peace celebration that night for him and them thing there, with it all over the place. Kind of a matic. So I'm not fair. You understand what I'm saying? I walk with 6 shooter and them thing there. So I'm up there now. And I tell you, the place get topsy-turvy. Love Bobby, man. You understand? But not only today, but we're going to show you some Bobby in better times. Because as I'm saying, the documents prove liars to be liars. Bobby a legend in his own rights. But behind every legend, most people don't know who the people who are behind the legend and legends. I'm going to show you a man where most people not even know. I'm quiet. A man named Ashes. Yeah, man, Leslie Ashman. Him get shot and sledged at Lennox Lewis' cousin. But Ashes is really the man who's behind us. When others fight against me, and I say, boy, I'm not supposed to be in charge of so many people. And Ashes said, nah, man, defend me. You understand? When Ox and the Cowboy, all of them people they fight, and I say, oh, I can't be in charge of 5 other people then. And then it's like him and Bobby special, and only him and Bobby alone work, and nobody can talk to them except the crime chief. At one point in time, Detective Carl named P.V. Thompson say he had wanted us to do something. I said, no, you can't talk to me on them things because we have other things to do. And in our meeting, and then in the meeting, the crime chief say, all right, well, we make both of them work with you one night a week, because we weren't scheduled to work at night. So apparently that was something that was even bothering people. Even the bike that we used to work and used to go, and police start complaining till it reach out like commissioner of police. Me have the bike 24/7. It's like my bike. And then I tell you, that's why it's a leadership is everything. The crime chief, a man named John Gaz, in at the meeting, said to the sub-officers them, let me ask you, which one of you inside that can ride the police bike? And none of them same so I complain for. Which one of you go out there and do the work like them man? Which one of you inside that ever ride a bicycle? Them man ride bicycle for years. Ride bicycle from Huntsby, God Duane Park, New Haven, Shakespeare, all of them places and do police work, find gun and all of them things. Which one of you ever ride a bicycle go to a gate? And they must say, no, the man them have a bike. Which one of you inside ever people have them put out £8 for killing them. Them 2 Monday, them put out £8 them for kill them. That's why them have the bike. Porter couldn't drive with quickest thing that Porter was to ride a bike. And him saying ride the bike because he can't go through traffic, you understand. Police, him, detective, them did bad mind for the bike. The first bike we get, may I tell you, the first bike we get, me and Bobby, yeah man, before we go down here, the first bike we get, it was like a Lexus to it, but guess what kind of bike it was? A Yamaha 100. A bike where it used diesel oil. And guess what? So the time we left Huntsby, the bike brought out to Central Village near to Osamati. Guess what? I jammed the engine jam. So police vehicle, as we bike shut off, be a smoke that we are riding about. Hey, guess what? We didn't appear them thing there, it was. And drop off the bike at Spanish Town, and the man will come and we carry up at TNR. And we carry the man himself them now on the bike, and we call the crime chief. What you know who call? Macmillan call down there, tell the soup say better find a bike, give them we're gonna try to show you. And him give you a big night talk. So we have some real nice time, trust me, so
Anyway, this is a tribute to the other member of the team, Carl Nelson. I did 4 winners. Carl Nelson, Kirk Palmer dead, Bobby, and yours truly. So Carl Nelson and I still alive now. So Bobby gone. Kirk Palmer dead. We attack from the bicycle squad. From the real squad now, Bruce Brown gone too. Bruce Brown gone, Ghatta. But I can't tell us how to spear hard-working police them. As I said, today is one of the hardest videos I have ever had to make. I don't even tell my father, say, boy, Bobby did it, or any of my siblings them I know Bobby. Because we were like family. Today I'm saying goodbye to a man I worked with beside for more than a decade. A police officer whom I trusted with my life. A man who, on more than one occasion, saved my life. And I have the privilege of doing the same for him. Today Bobby Reg is gone. Whether you admire him, respected him, disagree with him, or even criticize him, one fact cannot be changed. His chapter on this earth has come to an end. For more than 25 years, I watched Bobby Reg perform police work under some of the most dangerous circumstances imaginable. Before me meet Bobby, Bobby did already have him name out there, but it wasn't, he never propelled up the like how Isaiah Leng and a Trinity, and you understand. And when me and Bobby are right now, yeah, it's catapult. This was a man who reported for duty when many people were running away from danger. We go all over the place and do work, Bobby and I. We go all a country, St. Mary. We are telling us we do some work. I live in my community I want to afford. You understand, a few times. And a guy wouldn't even dare, boy, might threaten my father or any of my siblings there. You're crazy. A man who work in communities where every operation carried real risk. We got a Warwick Isle. Anytime Tony would go a certain place, and me and Bobby we're in a vehicle. The late Tony, me and soul rest in peace. Bobby will remain committed to his duties until his retirement in 2015. Today I want to speak not about rumors, not about politics, but about the man I knew personally. I also want to express my heartfelt condolences to his children, grandchildren, relatives, friends, former colleagues, and everyone whose life he touched. One of Bobby's friends never liked me. My Bobby is a friend. He not like me. I mean I like him. Reason being is that the boy him have run him, me and him grew up. And one by one, you understand? You know, and him, you know, not because me and you grew up on them things, but if you say I commit crime and me I give you coverage. No, me not that. Straight to the departure lounge. For you rob and kill people and them things. Nobody think say you getting protection from me. Yeah, that the selector one name Sky Juice. Yeah man, he eat me like pies because him say me mash up all them boy them. Most of them. The Dance Man, the Powie, all of them you can't think of. So him hate me. Him tell Bobby. Me and Bobby is a friend. But that never stop Bobby, you know, our relationship with me and Bobby. And we are police. Bobby's story deserves to be remembered. Because whether history acknowledge it or not, good police officers leave behind something greater than medals. They leave behind lives they protected. Young officers they mentored. And ideas that continue serving long after they are gone. Stay with me to the end. Because today we remember Bobby Reg. Bobby Reg is from Summerfield, Clarendon. We all go down enough time upon weekend and we're all over in a Clarendon because I used to work in a Clarendon. We have some real fun. Bobby Reg, a police officer who left his mark. The call nobody wants. Every police officer eventually receive a telephone call they never want to receive. The call telling you that someone who served beside you is no longer here. But that's a call that I had received from his eldest daughter. And then the daughter that followed that daughter. I haven't spoken to the son. Or the other son. I have never spoken to the youngest son. When I heard Bobby Reds had passed away, memories immediately came flooding back. It hit me like a ton of brick. The number of people that had called me, some of them I couldn't answer because they just never in the mood for talk and anything. Because people know how close we were. All over Kingston. You know, men like Bubba, Gilly, that was man from Gilbert's. We come from 33 Lane to up there to Brotherton Avenue, Sheriff and all them man there. The man there Bobby tight. You know, some people say, well, Bobby evil. I don't say Bobby evil. Bobby a good police. Thousands of them. Bobby's a well-known man. Some funny, some dangerous, some unforgettable. When you spend more than 10 years working beside someone in policing, you experience things together a few people outside law enforcement can fully understand. You rely on each other in situations where hesitation can cost lives. Ox used to love in time in your way. We say unspear 4. We say control unspear 4. Shoot out. Ox I first one I reach. We are telling that. We big him up, him do some good things and them things, but in our last him, we lose half of him. Those kinds of experience create bonds that last a lifetime. One thing, and over the years we learn to write, and we just write the truth. Today is not about pretending anyone was perfect. It is about recognizing a life of public service as I personally experience it. Unspear police station, you work at Unspear as a university by itself. You work at Unspear as a detective, you don't have a thief to make it. This is for your hard work, you're going to meet people from all sphere of life in Jamaica. Business people, you're going to meet drug dealers, criminals. It all depends on you and the kind of person you are. As a way, me not mix up with corals and corobuncles and people that I know that kill other people. No, me not that. From you kill people, me don't want a friend from you. I just saw it go. You understand? I just keep it real. Because as a man from the belly of the beast, I just love to do the right thing. You understand? But Bobby's a legend in their own rights, man. Those who never serve at Unspear police station may never fully appreciate what policing demanded during those years. Every shift required preparation. Every operation demanded teamwork. No officer could succeed alone. We depended upon one another. Among the officers I had the privilege of serving with were Detective DSP Leslie Ashman. When I talk about ACP Granville, John Gaz Mulway, him responsible for him was like our father. You understand? Although him was a few years older than Bobby. He was like our father. You understand? Detective Inspector Errol McKenzie at one point in time, when Ashman get shot, he was with team leader. Detective DSP Thompson, him responsible for we from the get-go. He was the man, Thompson, when acid a farm and when name come down, him tell me something, say, them two men, they not make them go out and everything, they can't make the system use them. And at the time, something had happened on them thing then, them take me off my team, because them say two of them two men enough to work together, Bobby and Porter. Yeah man, Errol McKenzie did tell me Virgo that God, something happened one night and why I'm saying never like how me and Bobby deal with him, man. You understand him, so them tell me Virgo say no, so I know I work with them. Him say boy them two men enough to work together. So they take me off my team briefly and Bobby rebel and them thing there, and eventually them up there, yeah, Bobby and the rest of them on the team rebel and say, well, man, I want to take up. And that's when me go back on the team, because the man will say, you have to have man on the team, we have vibes, because on a Friday night, as detective and them thing, there was always something that's different. Because Friday night, that time, Friday night was the night where criminal them really go on with all kind of thing, you know. You understand, so? And the two of, you know, both of us, Bobby and I, you know, we would make sure, say, we have the thing covered. Yeah, man. We have some really good time, may I tell you, back then. So, Detective Inspector, you know, at the time, all of them were constable. After a while, I was the one that in charge of the team. You know, McKenzie went on to Patrick Gardens, Ashman went to Olympic Yard. Them take it off the street because they get shot on them thing there. So it was just me, Rock Stephen as the driver, Reuben Gunther, Bruce Brown, in part him dead, the gunman that killed him, Bruce Brown, Bobby, and Kirk Palmer. 6 away. Yeah, man, in a one car. I mean, I understand. We have some nice time. Then you have Constable Carl Nelson. He was a foundation bicycle man. The bicycle you see where police are riding all over in Jamaica. That's our brain, my brainchild and Bobby. As I used to born and grow in a belly beast. Bobby dead and him not get no accolades to that. None. The Jamaica Constable Air Force that team. Me see them big up all. When you own me or own it, just a sing song. A man will left him legacy in a Jamaica, Bobby Reds. The bicycle where every police ride at Jamaica now and get an allowance. And we start that. And years we do that. We never get no allowance. We never get no recognition. And that's how people get promotion and accolade for reduction of crime. We reduce murder by 52%. Because we take it to the killers, then we know them. And by the time them realize who, who is that different thing. We often find guns like, wow. Bruce Brown, Errol Ghatta, Thompson, and Kirk Palmer, 3 of them dead. Ghatta, police kill Ghatta accidentally. So them say, me not be understand. And the police them when kill Ghatta, them kill him the Thursday morning and them transfer them because, you know, I had echo something I'm saying, yeah. Because in the close to where I said, boy, them shouldn't kill him. No accident because, you not kill no gunman, you are the first, you kill nobody and police you kill. But each officer brought different strengths, different personalities, different experiences. But Bobby stood out for qualities that I witnessed over many years. Bobby and Kirk Palmer and Gunther. Different kind of police. But Gunther was, Bobby just, there was something about Bobby we just love. Because Bobby a kind of man, in time he hear a gunshot. Bobby come like a crackhead or a cokehead. He hear a gunshot like me. Boy, we are ghost by the gunshot there and them thing there. And come like we don't think say boy we can't get shot and dead. But we never get any shot, thank God, because God was always watching over us. He's a man where him have courage under pressure. Fear exists in every dangerous profession. The difference is how people respond to it. From my own experience working alongside him, Bobby Reds consistently show courage in different situations. There were moments when we relied on one another completely. There were occasions when he protected me. There were occasions where I protected him. That is what partnership means. People often imagine policing as an individual effort. The reality is that success depends on trust. When your partner has your back, your chances of making it home increase. That trust cannot be manufactured overnight. It is earned over years. Attention to details, one quality that prepare and separate Bobby Reds was his meticulous approach. Good police work is often less about dramatic moments and more about patience, observation and preparation. Small detail matters. The officers who consistently notice those details can make a significant difference in investigation and preparation. From my perspective, Bobby Reds understood that. Most people never knew that Bobby Reds was a district constable because of the way that I treated him. I never made Bobby feel like I was superior to him and he was inferior to me. I treated Bobby as a partner, as a friend, as a brother. the same powers that I had, he had it. I never treated him as if, you know, I am in charge, and no. He made decision, I always back him up. The bicycle legacy, one legacy that deserves to be remembered, involve bicycle patrols. Many people see officers riding bicycles today and never stop and wonder where that idea came from. From my perspective and experience, the bicycle initiative was developed through the efforts of Bobby Reds and myself rather than originated from the senior hierarchy of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So a guy out there now and them thing and I get an allowance. Where we'd come from? Regardless of whether everyone remembers those origins, the bicycle patrol remains part of policing today, and we have a receipt for sure that sometimes the greatest contributions are not the ones that receive awards. They are the ideas that quietly continue serving the public year after year. I don't want accolades. I did say, boy, didn't forgive Bobby something before him dead. No, him dead. No, Bobby dead. Yeah, him dead. I never cry when Bobby dead because I know him did sick. And I like him did dead violently. Him dead peacefully. God take him home. His turn. Let me talk to one of them daughter, to them youngest daughter. And she just say, boy, you know, as much as his children, you know, they're much older than yours truly. You know, like in them 50s, 40s. You know, they must used to me as Porter. That's what them hear them father call me. You understand? You know, although them get older, them say Mr. Porter because I don't. You understand what I'm saying? Why recognition matters? One of my greatest disappointments is that many dedicated officers never receive meaningful recognition while they are alive. Communities remember headlines. Colleagues remember sacrifice. Public institutions sometimes move on quickly. That does not erase the years of service someone gave. Recognition should not depend solely on rank or publicity. It should also reflect dedication, professionalism, and lasting contribution. Lessons for young officers. If there's one lesson I hope young officers take from Bobby Red's career, it is this. Professionalism is built day by day. It comes from showing up, preparing thoroughly, supporting your colleagues, serving the public with commitment. The habits you develop become your legacy. A personal goodbye. Bobby, my brother, my friend, my partner, thank you. Thank you for the years we worked together. Thank you for standing beside me. Thank you for the times you helped keep me alive. Thank you for the dedication to policing. Thank you for your friendship. I know that words cannot erase the pain your family feels today, but I hope they know that your service made an impact on the people who work beside you. Yours truly, yeah man. Life is temporary. Careers end. Uniforms are eventually folded away, but character, service, loyalty, and the lives touched along the way, those things endure. Today I extend my sincere condolences to Bobby Red's family, friends, former colleagues, and all who mourn his passing. May they find comfort in the memories they share, and may Bobby Reds rest in peace. His watch has ended, but the example is set, as remembered by those who serve alongside him, remain a part of the story of Jamaican policing for years to come. Yes, even after I left the police force and started a YouTube channel, or even before I started the YouTube channel, you know, there were some police officers that make disparaging remarks about me, and Bobby defend me. Bobby said, Porter not tell a lie. So you know, I lick out on the man saying him for dead, or him for dead. I might as well say me for dead because Porter my brother and my friend. One thing with him, I can tell him never betray me. even when people say things about me and try to bribe him, he remained loyal. He was a good police. And he saved my life many times. And I saved his. Even at the time when they had put out the hit on us, and some police officer was even afraid for you, like, socialize with me, because police, you know, man, no one have to socialize with you, because they know what, they must say, boy, they know what, when a shot of fire, they gonna get in a shot. And we dey all over the place then. What's that? The place where them say it a come from, what make them get hell. Yes, man, them get hell. Real hell. All of them, we did plans in the market, we make certain say, them pay, and we make sure so them get hell. Night, day. Yeah, man, sleep well, Bobby Reds. Once before. Control, once before. Out.